Hello everyone, Acura Amanda here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at West Palm Beach Police Officer Hayley Nine. We have pulled Hayley Nine's IA consensus file, and there was an incident in her file that stood out to me where she was suspended for a pretty lengthy amount of time. We're going to dive into it. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for the notifications for when we go live, everybody. Enjoy this video. Officer Hayley Elizabeth Nine, ID number 02085, has a hire date of April 24th, 2017. Prior to working for the West Palm Beach Police Department, Officer Hayley Nine was employed in the Port St. Lucie Police Department. In 2015, Officer Hayley Nine was in an investigation involving an ice throwing incident where she ultimately was terminated from her position as a police officer. Unfortunately, some people who are employed in our local government and federal government use their official capacity for nefarious reasons and also for their own personal gain. In this case, that is exactly what happened. In this video obtained from the West Palm Beach Police Department's Records Department, you see Officer Sullivan and Officer Hayley Nine walking into the Columbia store at the Palm Beach outlets. These two officers, unfortunately, were not on a shopping expedition. They were on a hutch to catch two cheaters from the West Palm Beach Police Department. In records obtained from the West Palm Beach Police Department, we have those memorandums from Internal Affairs. We're going to dive into it right now, guys. This memo was written by Lieutenant Roy Bevel from Internal Affairs, AD number 21-032, dated August 13, 2021. On August 10, 2021, I received an online complaint that was received on August 6, 2021 at 0300 hours. The complaint alleges that on June 9, 2021, Officers Hayley Nine and Officer Sullivan went to the Palm Beach outlets in uniform and met with a manager named Andrew. They requested video surveillance footage of the parking lot area. The complaint alleges that Officer Nine recorded footage of another officer using her cellular phone, possibly for her personal gain. I spoke with Athena Hasten, Palm Beach Outlet security supervisor. She told me there was no one named Andrew that worked for security. However, she did have an Andrew that worked in leasing. I spoke with Andrew, and he said he never assisted any officers in looking at surveillance video, and he has no access. Hastings messaged me about 20 minutes later, stating that Andrew I was looking for may be Andrew Calling, manager of Columbia Factory Store. She then added, if this is in reference to Stephanie Cano, I called her back and asked her why she would mention Officer Cano's name since I hadn't mentioned who or what I was looking for. She then told me that Security Officer Stubbs had told her that Officer Cano and Officer Potter came into the security control room looking for video around the same time frame. I asked Hastings to review footage to see if any officers went into the Columbia Factory Store on the 9th. She stated she did not see any uniformed officers or any ununiformed officers that she recognized entering the Columbia Factory Store within 100 and 1300 hours. On August 11, 2021, at approximately 1330 hours, I spoke with Security Officer Stubbs on the phone. I asked her if she could tell me about Officer Cano and Officer Potter coming into the control room. She said that they came in wanting to see video surveillance from the area of the Columbia store. She said they were looking for a gentleman. She overheard them say, "Look at these fucking cheaters." She did not remember what day and time the surveillance footage was from. She heard them say they were going to check for video at the Columbia store and the Wawa store. She had no further info. I phoned Hastings back and asked her if I could pull the video of Cano and Potter entering the control room. She said she could and told me that the incident occurred on June 23rd, 2 weeks after the complaint alleges. I do not think this incident in the complaint is referencing to. On page 2 of this memo written by Lieutenant Roy Bevel, it states that on August 12, 2021, I spoke with Andrew Calling, manager of Columbia Factory Store. I asked him if he recalled 2 female officers coming in on or around June 9th, asking for surveillance video. He said he did. He did not remember the exact date, but around that time, 2 female officers came into the store asking to see footage of the exterior as they were following up on a shoplifting case. He described one officer as white, short brown hair, in good shape with sleeve tattoos. The second officer he described as short with a southern accent. Calling stated that he did not remember what day or time they requested to view, nor did he see the footage as he left the room alone. I asked if he saw either one of them record any footage with their phone. He said no. He said he received a call 2 to 3 days later asking if 2 female officers came in looking for video. Based on my preliminary review, further investigation is needed to determine if there was a fact that Officer Hayley Nine was following up on a criminal investigation. This case is being assigned to Sergeant Randy Nash. Because Officer Hayley Nine was suspended leads me to believe Internal Affairs found this tip of wrongdoing credible. It is quite disappointing to see an officer lie and say she is investigating a shoplifting case in order to bust 2 officers allegedly cheating. If this officer is capable of lying about an investigation, what else is she capable of lying about? In my opinion, this officer is a liability to the police department. The West Palm Beach Police Department gave Officer Hayley Nine a second chance at being a police officer, only for her to misuse her official capacity to say that she is investigating a shoplifting case in order to bust 2 officers cheating. In my opinion, that is very disrespectful and a huge slap in the department's face. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please let me know in the comments how you feel about Officer Hayley Nine employed with the West Palm Beach Police Department. As always, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care for now.